Hey guys,
welcome back to your Real Talk Show where we do movie reviews and other movie related things. I'm Miles.
and I'm Presley.
Okay, so The Invisible Man, starring Elizabeth Moss as C, is about a woman who has to escape her controlling and manipulative husband. They live in this very nice house. He's a very rich man.
He's very rich. He's like a scientist, basically.
And she escapes, and she finds some refuge in one of her good friend's house. And she doesn't want anybody to come to her like her sister, anybody close to her, because she feels like her husband is so powerful that
he'll find out like where she is.
And so, a couple weeks later, he presumably killed himself, and everyone around C thinks that means it's over. So you can feel relaxed now. She doesn't have to be paranoid that he's always watching.
For a minute there, she thought so too. She, thought she was in the clear. Like, okay, like I don't have this monster to worry about anymore.
Exactly. And then some weird stuff starts happening. Things start floating. Her covers get taken off, and she starts to think, maybe my husband's still alive.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Like he's there, but like she can't.
And she comes to the conclusion that somehow he figured out a way to turn himself invisible. Obviously, in the real world, if you hear somebody say that I see an invisible person, or somebody invisible is,
or someone's in this room or whatever,
you're going to think that person's crazy. And that starts to happen to C. All the people close to her start just
thinking she's crazy, all this kind of stuff.
Everything bad that's happening, she gets blamed for it because obviously an invisible man can't do that.
He basically makes things look like she's the one who's done it, when in reality, like she hasn't. It's him.
People start making up the excuse, or like trying to cope with her, and saying like, his name's Adrian. Adrian's done this his entire life. He's such a brilliant and manipulative man that he gets in people's head, makes them think that he has control over them,
right?
Even after death. But C does not believe this. She's convinced that he is invisible. And then the movie starts to happen, and then crazy things start happening. And
you got a plot twist at the end. We don't want to, give away too much information because it was a good movie. I enjoyed it. It kept my attention. What would you say some pros are?
It wasn't your typical horror movie. It was a very chilling, very psychological movie.
Yeah.
Because while Michael Myers, Freddy Krueger, anything like that is scary, something that you can't see sounds freaky. Like, yes, you know it's there, but you can't see it is one of the scariest things of all time. Like the man under your bed. Yeah. He's there, but you can't see him. And you don't want to put your leg over the bed. Yeah. He'll get you. But I loved how this movie was slow building. There were jump scares, but it wasn't rely on jump scares.
It didn't rely on jump scares, so it wasn't like how in all movies, the music starts building up and whatnot. And to me, like I told Miles halfway through the movie, the music just made it in a way, I guess, scarier, I guess you could say. I don't know. It was still a good movie, but the music was super, super intense. So, sometimes you might think, something's happening, something's going to happen. And sometimes it wouldn't. And then, some things would happen that you just, didn't expect.
I really like the scenes where, and I'll put up a picture, but where it's just an empty room, and he's in the room, but the camera's just sitting there for about a minute, and it's just he's just watching C. Yeah. And it's super eerie, and it's super cool. And I think Elizabeth Moss, she did an amazing job. She sold this movie.
Yeah, she did a great job portraying her role, playing that, scared, emotional woman who she knows something's going on, and she's not gonna allow someone to just tell her, well, you're just thinking this. No, she knows what's happening.
People were thinking she was going crazy, but she knew what was going on. I really like the psychological aspect of it, where to help somebody calm down, you try to take responsibility for it and not make them put the burden all on them. And people are starting to say this is my fault that this is happening. I didn't take care of you, just to make the situation more rational. But
Yeah.
the actuality of it is she was being haunted by an invisible man.
Right, and the like we said, little plot twist at the end took me by surprise for sure. But you'll just have to see the movie for yourself. What would you give it?
This movie, I don't know, but I definitely recommend checking this movie out.
Me too. It was good. I would see it again because, like we said, it is one of those movies that makes you think, and you may miss some things and whatnot. So it was really good.
Yep.
It was like over
Definitely
2 hours.
Look behind your back, though.
Yeah, it was over 2 hours, but it didn't feel like you were, sitting there and it was dragging out. So I like movies like that keep your attention.
Very good movie. Definitely would check it out. If you have seen it, let us know what you thought about it. And if you plan to see it, give us your thoughts in the comments below.
Are you excited for it? Like, what do you, all that kind of stuff.
And please tell somebody about this channel. Keep sharing the love. Keep sharing the support.
Yeah.
Like, share, subscribe, do all the great things about this for this channel.
Tell everyone.
Next week, we're going to have a special guest because she's going out of town.
I'm going out of town.
But we got to produce the content for you guys.
Yeah.
So we'll see you guys next week.
All right.
I'll just see you next week.
Bye, guys.